Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. So let's talk about Madonna. Let's talk about what she did today. So Madonna decides to get on Instagram and share a fake photo of Jay-Z and Beyonce admiring her and saying they are learning from the master. What kind of shit is that? What did they learn from her? They didn't learn nothing from Madonna. Madonna is a thief. She's a ripoff. There's nothing original about Madonna. She can't sing. She can't sing like Beyonce. She can't hold a tune or note next to Beyonce. She can't even hum next to Beyonce. And for her to say admiring and learning from the master, come on. Why would they learn from you? Why would you say master? Why would you say something like that that's so derogatory and so racist? To say master, you couldn't say co-worker, you couldn't say fellow entertainment artist, fellow something, fellow musician, fellow singer, fellow something, but you have to say learn from the master. Who are you to say master? You ain't no master. You're a master at ripping off people. You're a master at stealing. You're a master at stealing kids. You're a master at ripping off people's designs for their album cover. You're a master at ripping off people's dancing. So don't even go there, Madonna. Master? How can you in good conscience say that learning from the master with all your albums up there, like you better, like you great, like you somebody? You ain't nobody. You ain't nothing but a thief. You went to another country and you stole some kids. You stole some kids from a village, which was wrong. The parents, the people from the village want them kids back, but you fought and you got them because you got money and you're Caucasian and nobody's listening to these people from the village, and you got them kids. You got them. You mean, like, how can anybody admire you or say learning from you when you go and you steal? You're doing what they did long time ago, back in slave time. Steal children, steal slaves. That's what you did. You stole kids. You stole kids. And then you brought them back to this country for what? To do what with them? People from the village believe that Madonna are using the kids for rituals and for demonic purposes. That's what the people from the village are saying. It's actually in the slideshow. And they're really hurt that she got away with this. And then on top of that, you have Law and Order Special Victims Unit actually did a episode about Madonna stealing kids, and you also got the regular Law and Order did an episode about Madonna stealing kids. And it's just like, damn, she's stealing kids. Sandra Bullock, she had a kid hide away from her husband Jesse James, I think, because he was racist. It's like, what's going on? And then on top of that, you have the lesbian couple that mistreated these adopted black kids that they got, and mistreated them, starved them, abused them, beat them, and then drove them off a cliff and killed them. And then on top of that, you have another couple named Matt Barker and his wife. He has one child, and he adopted a black little baby, and then both of the kids go to the same daycare. He takes his biological child out the car and bring him inside the daycare and leave the African American baby inside the car when the African American baby goes to the same daycare as that, and then drives off, park the car at the airport, park the car at home, and then get on the flight and go to a business meeting while the child suffocates and dies in the car. Come on, like, people just think, oh, just because you got money and you adopted these kids, or you're doing something great. But look how these kids died tragically. And Madonna's kids, the ones that she adopted, when they get older, when Madonna passes away, they're gonna have a tell-all book, and they're gonna tell us the horrific stories that happened while they was living with Madonna. Let me tell you, because Madonna's two biological kids don't want nothing to do with her. They don't like her, and they slam her every time they get into the media. And for her to say watching the master, following the master, for her to say that, the reason why she would say something like that, because she believes that she's their master, that she owns them, because she can go to another country and steal kids and bring them back to the United States, and like nothing's wrong and everything is all good, and she's some type of hero. You got ABC talking about Madonna's wonderful, she's this, she's that, she took them kids out of poverty, she did this, but we don't know what she's doing to them kids. We don't know, we ain't there. Only thing that we know is Madonna got money, so we're figuring the kids got money and they're living lavishly. We don't know if they're treated like slaves. We don't know if they're abused. We don't know what's going on with them kids, because lately we're seeing that African American kids that are adopted by Caucasian kids are having tragic deaths. And that's just this year. Imagine all the cases that haven't been reported from like the 90s to now, because media wasn't really out there like it is today reporting these stories, or people finding these stories and putting it on their blog sites. So for Madonna to actually say mastering, she said she actually posted a photo of the fake Jay-Z, a fake Beyonce, something that looks just like their Everything Is Love album cover, because she wanted to get some shine. She wanted to take some of that glow from Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they blew up, they sold out. Everybody loved the Everything's album, just about everybody loved it. So she wants to gear up and put something out, and she feels left out because she can't sing, she got no talent, she can't dance, she's not attractive, and she wasn't attractive back then when she was young. She was just really trashy. And then on top of that, so many people say that Madonna stole from them, like Willie Ninja, stole Vogue, and didn't really pay him the right homage or the money that he should have gotten from her. And on top of that, people saying that Madonna stole Michael Jackson grabbing the crotch. She stole that. They're talking about the emblem, the M that she has for her perfume bottle cover. She actually stole that. She had to pay the guy back. And there's so many different people out here are talking about that Madonna has nothing that's original. And these are not African American, these are not black people, these are not indigenous people saying this. These are actually Caucasian people that took notes and jotted down everything from back from the 40s to now, of where they say that Madonna stole music, where Madonna stole clothing, where she stole album covers, where she stole hairstyles and different acts, different dances, just all types of poses that she did steal. And actually she had to pay these people back too as well. And then on top of that, Madonna has been sued multiple times for copyright infringement, for stealing people's music. And then people also saying that she would pay them a little bit and change like 4 words on the song, and add herself as a writer to the song. And this is the article about the people from the village talking about Madonna stealing kids too as well. Then we also have Sandra Bullock, her adopted child that she got that was black too as well, that she had to hide from her husband because he was racist. Imagine what that child went through, knowing that supposedly the stepfather now don't like her, don't like them because of the color of their skin. So what kind of shit is going on, really? And this is the young baby that suffocated to death in the car by her adopted parents. So just because somebody adopt kids doesn't mean that they're gonna do right or do good by the kids. Doesn't mean they even like the kids, because some people do adopt kids to torture them, especially African American kids. They like to live out the slavery fantasies, especially on the Law and Order. They did a lot of background check on the story that they were doing, that there was people housing people from Haiti and different countries and Africa and Uganda in their home and had them as servants, and it was undocumented too as well. And this was going on for a long period of time. So just because someone adopt kids doesn't mean that they're gonna do right by the kids, doesn't even mean they like the kids. And Madonna did it as a fashion statement, as a handbag, as something for people could say, oh, look what Madonna's doing, because people say Madonna hasn't had original ideas since Like a Virgin, and they don't even believe Like a Virgin's original too as well. So I'm just like, yo, this is just like Madonna had the nerve to say, I'm learning from the master. The master. She thinks she's a master. Master of what? Master of stealing. A master of manipulating. A master of taking from others and not paying for it. A master at covering up her vocals because she can't sing. She cannot sing. She's not a real singer. She's like a sideshow act when you go to the circus or you go to a carnival. That's what Madonna is, a sideshow act. She's not a real entertainer, but she's lucky that she has the industry that's behind her. She has Hollywood. She has music labels. She has music production companies behind her, pushing her to sell music. So she can miss me with that bullshit. And yeah, like her own kids don't even like her. So it's just like, don't even miss me with all that bullshit. And then learning from the master, you're going to tell me that wasn't a racist statement. You're going to tell me she didn't know what she's saying because Madonna was like, oh no, it was just playful. I didn't mean it. It wasn't nothing racist. It wasn't nothing derogatory. But yeah, this is the same woman that go to villages and steal kids, steal black kids, steal African kids. This is the same woman that do that. This is the same woman that rip off people over and over, rip off their style, rip off their music. And then she's going to say, then she's going to post all her albums, like 9 of her albums, and have Beyonce and Jay-Z looking up to her like she's their god, like she's their master. Like that's why she's used the word learning from the master, not something, she could have said, fellow entertainer, fellow Hollywood musician, fellow Hollywood, idol, fellow Hollywood singer or something like that. But she used the word master because she wanted to be derogatory. She wanted to try to let Beyonce and Jay-Z know that they're still black and she's white and she's the master at this shit. And it's not true, because she's a cold-blooded thief. She steals kids, she steals music, she steals ideas, she steals album covers. She just steals everything. She just ain't nothing but a live-born thief. And imagine if she was back there in slavery time, she would have 1,000 slaves. She'd be stealing other people's slaves. Madonna ain't no good, and she's trashy. She's very trashy. There's nothing about. She's a sideshow act. She's a gimmick. You know, it's just like, yo, you know, I know it sucks to take a picture of her. You know, Beyonce got pictures with Beyonce. And I know Beyonce wish she never took a picture with Madonna, but she didn't know Madonna was gonna come out and say, "Oh, looking up to the masters," with all her songs up, like they even listen to her, like they even know Madonna music. Come on, like you think Jay-Z and Beyonce know Madonna music? You think they listen to Madonna? You think they learn anything from Madonna? They can't learn nothing from her because she got no skills. She ain't right. She haven't had anything original. And most of the people that are coming after Madonna and saying these negative things about her career and her music are mostly all Caucasian people. They're not even black people. So miss me with the bullshit. I'm just like, yo, this is terrible. Peace. I'm out. One love.